Well, what are we going to do this morning for the Photoshop today? Photoshop this helopupster. Oh, alright. Rescue dog, rescue. Alright, rescue stuff. Okay. Oh, come on, that's childish. We can do better. There's the dog saving a human under the watchful eye of another dog. Alright, don't know what that's supposed to exactly be. Is it Boris Johnson? Alright, mildly wrecking ball. Alright, fine. What do we got here? Oh, poodle. That's something I would have done. Oh well, no, can't do it. Oh, it's radar and the nurses from MASH. Okay. It's a helicopter. It makes sense. It's too soon for that. Alright. On to the next one. Oh, they took one from yesterday's. Alright. Let's get back up here. Get to the original. Make a copy of it. Put it in GIMP. And then ponder a while what we can do with it. Okay, what I came up with is, I did one a while back, but, I kind of wonder if I ought to do this one anyway. I don't think this one actually ever got, green by FARC. I think it was submitted, but I'm not sure it was ever green. Anyway, let me go ahead and, I went ahead and sped through this, well, using the selection tool, the path tool that is. And went ahead and just traced them out. Then, you know, select from path, copy and paste over here. I think I'll just put his face on the German Shepherd. The microphone is a bit of an issue. Doesn't make much sense to be there. I might be able to get rid of it. And the more I shrink it down, the more I think, I don't know. Well, let's just go through with it anyway. I've gone this far. Alright, let's get the eraser. Well, maybe a little smaller first and then get the eraser. Alright, let's trim out the face. Yeah, go ahead and take the microphone out. After I did all this, I realized I went back and looked at the history of the contest, and this one really didn't ever go green. But I got that on there. I could submit it, but people are going to wonder what is it, because probably only a couple of people have seen the original. To finish getting rid of that microphone, I can just use the smudge tool and just smudge around it. Carry the color from his, first get on the right layer, carry the color from his face, carry it over the microphone, make it disappear. Okay, let's see. There's a little more smudging here and there. That's looking pretty close the way it looked before I put the microphone in there. I just couldn't get the original photo. I also put the head on it and I can't get that off. I'm not going to try. And it just doesn't make much sense. It's sort of like, I don't know, it's like watching Chop. And I didn't repurpose the thing. So I was thinking, since this is a helicopter thing, I remember the Batman movie and this scene with the shark attached to his leg. And it was so funny. The only problem is the only one I could find with the whole shark in it is black and white. So I went ahead and got another copy of one that was in color. But you can see, you know, all the ones that are in color have the shark just not totally shown. So I just went ahead and got the color one. I'm just going to pick some colors from it and just colorize Batman's outfit and take that one and put it in the photo. First thing to do is create a new layer with the background color, and that's the color I picked from the outfit on the other photo. You add another layer and a layer mask, and then you make it an overlay. And then you take the eraser tool and just start erasing where you want the color to show. I realized I was going over his belt buckle and it's supposed to be yellow. It won't matter. I'll put yellow above it and it'll show it above the purple I put on the buckle. Purple's not showing much, but it's slightly there. The colors are so dark on the black and white, it's just not allowing much color through. It's just slightly different. I'll just keep going with it. Not much there. Let's go with yellow now. I picked that off, of course, the belt buckle in the other picture, and then go back over here and make it the foreground. Then and create a new layer. Also, when you do it, add a overlay. Add a layer mask and make it a black full transparency. While you're at it, I didn't tell you the last time to do that, but that's what you gotta do. And then set it to overlay in that field instead of normal, and you're ready to go. Just get your eraser and start erasing over where you want the color to appear, and it blends in. And I'll just go ahead and get that belt buckle yellow and the whole bat belt. Okay, make sure I get that emblem. I went over the emblem pretty well. It's just not coming through too well, but it's there. At least it's got some color. Okay, now I'm going to go brown and do the ladder rungs. I think that's all I'll really need to do. That's about all the color. The shark can stay gray. there. Just get those. I'll probably wind up cutting the rope below that last rung. That's probably said bat ladder, but it doesn't appear in the photo, so I'll have to get rid of it. Yeah, doing all this, I had a cold. Can't be too sick to do a Photoshop. I'll just go ahead and do one anyway. Well, it shows through alright. I think I decided, I tried lightening that shade of purple, see if it shows up better through that dark material. That might be a little better. That's pretty much gets the outfit. Doesn't look very colorful against black and white, but it will look more colorful when it gets put on the other photo. Okay, merge those layers together so I can cut it out of there and paste it into the other photo. And get the tool out I need. It's called the path tool. I'll go ahead and just skip ahead there a little bit so you don't have to wait for go through the whole thing. I'm going to go around that rung there and just cut it there and just take off the little bit where it said bat ladder. Get to the very top. Alright. We're ready to select it as from path and then edit and copy. Now let's paste it into the other fark.com photo. Let's see. I'll go ahead and just disable view on that one layer we just did and just paste this one on. Okay. Shrink it down. Move tool and put it where I want it. I think I want it there, so I'll have to scroll that picture up and make sure it's where I want it, but I can always move it anytime. And now it's time to start cleaning it up with the eraser. Start getting the ladder cleared out. It's going to be the most around the ladder. I'm zooming ahead sometimes and skipping over some parts. It's just basically erasing the artifacts from the other picture. Well, I can see I'm gonna have to move the mask. I'm sorry, the layer up a little higher. The ladder doesn't quite get to the edge of the picture. But first, let me get this cleaned out. I have to go back with a smaller tool and get all the other edges I couldn't get with the big one. Okay, there I am. I pretty much jumped ahead and got it all cleaned out as much as I think I'm supposed to. Move it up where it's gotta go. Okay. Alright, gotta get rid of the rescue man and the rescue dog. Yeah, that won't really be too hard to do. First I'll just hide my layer and I'll use the path tool again and just copy a section of this cloud and move it to the right just to cover the guy. Okay. Now, do the same thing again for the sky. That's near him. Oops. Not wide enough to get that last bit. Well, no big deal. I'll just pick a color nearby and just brush over it. Just a small piece there. It should hide pretty well. Okay. Now I've got some edges in the cloud I can get rid of. What I can do is just notice I'm going to have to move my Batman layer up to the top so it's above all the other layers. There, now it shows up. Now I'm going to hide the Batman and merge all visible layers so that they're all on the same layer. And I can use the smudge tool and just smudge together the edges in that cloud, and it makes it look like one cloud instead of a jagged edges in the cloud. And it hides it pretty well. I want to have the same wisp there that looks exactly like the one next to it. Little rope in there, I think I'll just smudge that out too. Alright, put Batman back on there. And we're pretty much there. Let's have a look at it. Load it up. I've already exported it and it's on my computer now, so I'm trying to upload it to fark.com. Have a quick look at it. do a preview. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, I can see a spot where I didn't clean it up quite all the way. Okay, I'm going to go in and clean it up where all these little spots I missed. Get the smaller tool I should have used earlier and get all the little crevices I couldn't get with the big one. Okay, I went through and just got all the little pieces. Just don't want to bore you with trying to do every little nook and cranny, but it looks better now. I'll go ahead and upload it to Fark, and it looks good. And I'm going to go ahead and just preview it, I guess, again. First I gotta upload it. Okay, here we go. Uploading again, the latest one. It pays to preview every now and then because you'll see something you missed, and but I'm not seeing anything now. Yeah, that looks good enough to me. I'm gonna go with it. So go ahead and I'll preview it anyway. It's a little bit bigger in the previews. Okay, the Batman is from the Batman movie. It was such a hilarious scene too. It's so funny. He was on a helicopter on a ladder. Well, he was on the ladder. Robin was flying a helicopter and dipped too low in the water and came back out of the water, shark on his leg. Always some sort of issue, always trying to foil him.